Knife crime. Two words that send a chill down your spine. The UK now grapples with a surge in knife-related violence, particularly among young people. Behind the cold statistics lie shattered lives, broken families, and communities living in fear. The rise of knife crime in the UK strikes a particularly chilling chord. It's a problem that transcends socioeconomic boundaries, affecting families from all walks of life. According to the Office for National Statistics, knife crime in England and Wales has seen a significant increase in recent years. In the year ending March 2023, there were over 45,000 offenses involving a knife or sharp instrument. These figures represent more than just numbers. They represent real lives tragically cut short or forever altered by senseless violence. Increasingly, young people are carrying knives, viewing them as a means of protection or a way to gain respect. The true cost of knife crime is best understood through the eyes of those directly affected. Behind the headlines and statistics are real people, each with their own story of loss, grief, and resilience. There's the mother who lost her teenage son in a senseless stabbing, her pain still raw years later. Her son, a promising athlete with dreams of playing professional football, was caught in the crossfire of a gang dispute. He was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, a victim of a culture that glorifies violence. His mother now dedicates her life to raising awareness about knife crime, hoping to prevent other families from experiencing her pain. Then there's the young man who, after witnessing a friend's fatal stabbing, decided to turn his life around. He now works with at-risk youth, sharing his story and mentoring them to make positive choices. The impact of knife crime extends far beyond the immediate victims and their families. It casts a long shadow over communities, leaving behind a legacy of fear, trauma, and mistrust. The constant threat of violence erodes the fabric of society, making people afraid to walk the streets, especially after dark. In areas plagued by knife crime, residents often report feeling unsafe in their own neighborhoods. This constant exposure to violence can have a profound psychological impact, particularly on children and teenagers. It can lead to anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and a sense of hopelessness. Moreover, knife crime can have a devastating impact on community cohesion. Addressing this trauma is crucial to breaking the cycle of violence and creating a future where young people feel safe and hopeful. To effectively address the knife crime epidemic, we need to look beyond the headlines and understand the complex web of factors that contribute to its rise. It's not just a matter of individual choices, but a reflection of broader societal issues that need to be tackled comprehensively. One significant factor is poverty and social inequality. These issues create an environment where crime can thrive, as individuals struggle to meet their basic needs and seek alternative means of survival. In areas with high levels of deprivation, young people often lack access to quality education, employment opportunities, and positive role models. This lack of resources and support can lead to feelings of frustration and helplessness. This sense of hopelessness and lack of opportunity can make them more vulnerable to criminal activity, including knife crime. When young people see no viable path to a better future, they may turn to crime as a means of coping or survival. Another contributing factor is the breakdown of family structures and the absence of positive male role models. Stable family environments provide the emotional and psychological support necessary for healthy development. Young people growing up in unstable homes without the guidance and support of a strong family network are more likely to engage in risky behavior. The lack of a stable home environment can lead to a search for belonging in the wrong places. Furthermore, the glamorization of violence in certain aspects of popular culture also plays a role. Movies, music, and video games that depict violence as glamorous or heroic can have a profound impact on impressionable minds. This constant exposure can desensitize them to the real-life consequences of violence, making them more likely to see carrying a knife as acceptable or even desirable. The normalization of violence in media can blur the lines between fiction and reality, leading to dangerous behaviors. Addressing these root causes requires a multifaceted approach. Community programs that provide mentorship, education, and employment opportunities can make a significant difference. By offering young people positive alternatives and support, we can help steer them away from a path of violence. Policymakers and community leaders must work together to create environments where young people can thrive. This includes investing in education, creating job opportunities, and fostering strong community networks. By addressing the underlying issues of poverty, family instability, and the influence of popular culture, we can begin to reduce the prevalence of knife crime. It's a collective effort that requires the involvement of everyone in the community. Imagine being a teenager in a neighborhood where violence is a daily reality, where carrying a knife is seen as a necessity, not a choice. Poverty, with its relentless grip, casts a long shadow over these communities. Limited access to quality education, coupled with a lack of job prospects, creates a breeding ground for despair and frustration. Young people, feeling trapped and disillusioned, may see crime as the only viable path to escape their circumstances. The absence of positive role models further exacerbates the issue. Without guidance from mentors or community leaders, young people may turn to gangs for a sense of belonging and identity. This void can be easily filled by negative influences, leading them down a dangerous path. In today's digital age, social media plays an undeniable role in shaping the lives of young people. While it offers a platform for connection and creativity, it also presents a unique set of challenges, particularly in the context of knife crime. Social media can amplify existing social pressures, glamorize violence, and facilitate the spread of harmful content. Gangs often use social media to recruit new members, share videos of violent acts, and intimidate rivals. This online presence can normalize violence, making it seem like an acceptable or even desirable part of life. The anonymity and reach of social media also make it easier for young people to access and share harmful content. It's crucial to acknowledge the powerful influence of social media and develop strategies to mitigate its negative effects. The knife crime epidemic is a complex issue that demands a multifaceted approach. Breaking the cycle of violence requires a collaborative effort from government agencies, community organizations, schools, families, and individuals. We need to invest in our most deprived communities, providing young people with real opportunities to escape the cycle of poverty and violence. Early intervention is crucial. Identifying at-risk youth and providing them with the support they need before they become entangled in the criminal justice system is essential. This includes providing access to mental health services, counseling, and programs that teach conflict resolution and anger management skills. By investing in their future, providing them with opportunities, and creating a culture of hope, we can build a safer and more just society for all. Tackling knife crime demands a three-pronged approach: prevention, intervention, and rehabilitation. Prevention focuses on addressing the root causes of crime. Intervention aims to divert young people away from criminal activity, and rehabilitation supports those who have already offended to turn their lives around. Prevention efforts should target at-risk communities, providing young people with opportunities and support to make positive choices. Intervention programs aim to reach young people who are already involved in gangs or at risk of becoming involved. These programs often involve working with former gang members who can serve as positive role models and mentors. Rehabilitation is crucial for young people who have already offended. By investing in prevention, intervention, and rehabilitation programs, we can create a system that supports young people at every stage and helps them reach their full potential. Despite the grim realities of the UK's knife crime epidemic, there is hope. Across the country, individuals, communities, and organizations are working tirelessly to combat this issue and create a safer future for all. From grassroots initiatives to government programs, these efforts are making a real difference in the lives of young people. Community-based organizations are also playing a vital role, providing young people with safe spaces, mentorship opportunities, and support services. The government has also recognized the urgency of the issue and implemented various initiatives aimed at tackling knife crime. By addressing the root causes of violence, providing young people with opportunities, and fostering a culture of respect and understanding, we can create a society where every young person feels safe, valued, and hopeful about the future.